welcome to MojoPlays, and today we're counting down our picks for 10 games that use the DualSense features best. The PS5 has been out for over a year now, and most games use the DualSense the same. However, there are some games that are completely built around it. What game do you think uses the DualSense best? Let us know in the comments.
It worked! I am the winner!
Before we continue, we publish content all week long. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos. Control Ultimate Edition. Control is a game full of weird and unique set pieces, weapons, and characters. Just like the weird universe Control is set in, the DualSense is used in some great and odd ways. The DualSense is equipped with an amazing rumble, and Control uses it in a strange way. With each step, we feel it with a slight vibration. While the footsteps are just a small feature that will almost seem to go away as we play, the weapons are where we would find most of the DualSense features. With each weapon, the controller will act differently. Of course, we have the haptic feedback as we fire each weapon, making them feel unique and making swapping between weapons feel fresh. As each weapon fires differently, we can feel that as well with the adaptive triggers, making firing each weapon have a different trigger pull. Some may pull fast with little resistance, and others you will have to fight to pull the trigger. Marvel's Avengers. Let's take a moment of silence for Marvel's Avengers getting delisted. Now that that's out of the way, despite Avengers not receiving great reviews and fanfare, the game actually uses the DualSense in ways that make the PS5 version the best place to play. With the game being centered around the Avengers, each member is completely different. Feeling each character through the controller will feel vastly different. Running as the Hulk will feel heavier with each step, but playing as Captain America will feel a bit lighter with weaker vibrations. The biggest feature is in the combat, as each character plays with their own unique style. Going around Hulk smashing will make you feel powerful with the haptic feedback, but throwing Cap's shield will not only use the triggers differently, but haptic feedback will hit differently when your shield returns. Stray. If you love cats, you have to play Stray. The DualSense is used here more on the audio side. Of course, you have the feedback while scratching and rubbing on robots. However, the game uses the built-in speaker on the controller in spectacular ways. Hearing the cat meow and hearing it come out of the controller actually tricked me into thinking my cat wanted attention, but she was asleep next to me. Hearing the purrs along with the controller slightly vibrating makes Stray have some of the best cat audio in games. Forspoken.
Did I just do that?
Well, definitely with my assistance.
I did not just do that.
We did.
It's pretty rare to see a new game using these features as much as Forspoken. One of its best mechanics is the movement, rushing from one side of the map to another all while pulling off parkour jumps and flips. With each leap, we can feel the intensity with haptic feedback, making the thrill of running from location to location all the more immersive. Of course, combat uses the DualSense, but not in any new ways. Each weapon and magic ability will use the triggers in different ways, making them feel unique. But most games use this feature. Forspoken even makes use of the DualSense light. Each skill is color-coded, and while swapping between magic types, the light will become said magic type's color. Oh, and you even get to hear the cringe-worthy dialogue through the DualSense speaker.
I guess you're right. Well, I appreciate you, Cuff. Thanks. I couldn't have done it without you.
Could this be? Are we becoming friends?
Bugsnax.
Sorry if this is a stupid question, but, what are you doing out here?
One of the launch titles for the PS5, Bugsnax uses the DualSense in fun ways to show off what the controller can do. For starters, the controller will vibrate in a way that will actually tell players which type of terrain they're running on. Walking on snow will feel different from grass. Since we're trying to trap these critters, our arsenal of traps will all feel different with how tense the triggers are and the rumble of the controller. Trapping all those yummy looking Bugsnax is making me want a bunger.
Every taste is like a star going supernova inside my mouth.
God of War Ragnarok. Ragnarok is coming and we want to feel all of its power. With the DualSense, we can do just that. While most games take advantage of the haptic feedback, God of War seems to have taken it to another level. When throwing the Leviathan axe and having it return, the controller gives us a nice thud when Kratos finally connects. When parrying, we can feel which side of the shield is being hit. These small rumbles add to the immersive combat. One of the more overlooked features the DualSense has is its motion controls. Ragnarok takes advantage of those too. Now, motion controls may not be for everyone, but using them to quickly switch targets can come second nature over time. Gran Turismo 7. GT7 gives a lot of information just from the amazing DualSense features. Some of these could easily be in the HUD, but immersion is the name of the game, and feeling how the cars are running adds to it immensely. With each trigger feeling different depending on which type of terrain you're on, letting players know if their back wheel is off the track or even tires slipping. Feeling the brakes lock up will send shivers down your spine and have you quickly lay off the brakes. No other racing game has this level of feedback, and it's all thanks to the DualSense. The Last of Us Part 1. This remaster has all the classic DualSense features like adaptive triggers and haptic feedback. However, it also has one amazing feature on the accessibility side of things. Using the rumble, The Last of Us will actually vibrate when characters are talking, helping deaf or people hard of hearing feel the delivery of the dialogue. This small feature shows off very unique ways the controller can be used to help others enjoy gaming.
So is that everything you hoped for?
Jury's still out. But man, can't deny that view.
Returnal. Returnal's combat was built around the use of the DualSense. While the game uses the haptic feedback with each weapon feeling different, the most impactful use of the DualSense is the gunplay itself. Each weapon will have two firing modes. Slightly holding down your left trigger will have you firing the weapon's main mode, while forcing your way through the resistance of the trigger will activate the weapon's alternate firing mode. Feeling the triggers give you a little pushback adds to the sensation you're about to bust out the big guns. Astro's Playroom. Essentially a tech demo showing off everything the DualSense can do, no other game has used the DualSense as much as Astro's Playroom. From the get-go, you'll be hit with the tutorial that shows off the vibration, adaptive triggers, touchpad, motion sensors, and microphone. While some games have one or two of these features, Astro's Playroom uses all of them constantly. Hearing and feeling rainfall on some levels, using the mic to blow a pinwheel, Astro's Playroom took every gimmick and implemented them into a fun game that will show you the history of PlayStation, all while showing you the future. Did you enjoy this video? Check out some other clips from MojoPlays, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.